Okay, now inshallah, let's move on to our new grammar lesson. This is lesson number 9 in grammar. It's called word constructions. The Arabic term is al-murakkabat. So, murakkab is, uh, we have been talking about a word, ism, right? So, when two or more words they come together, now they are making a murakkab. So, a sentence, what is a sentence? A sentence is also a group of words that come together and they give meaning. You have a complete meaning in a sentence. Murakkab is something that does not give complete meaning as a sentence. You still need more to make a sentence. Okay, so it's less than a sentence but more than a word. That's what a murakkab that's how I would define a murakkab. We want to study 5 murakkabat. The ones we will be inshallah be studying are sifa, mawsoof, idafa, jarun wa majrurun, inna wa ismuha, and ismul ishara wa musharun ilay. These are the 5 murakkabat that we want to inshallah study, and today we will be looking at our first murakkab. Again, murakkab is 2 or more words that come together, and in English you can say a phrase or a fragment. A murakkab is not a complete sentence. It's like a part of a sentence. It's a juz. You need more to complete the meaning of the sentence. So the first combination that we have is sifa mawsoof. It's also called murakkab tawsifi. So another term for this is na'at wa man'ut. All right, what is it? It's a construction made up of nouns. So all the components of this construction will be nouns. Remember, a word can either be a noun or a harf or a verb. Fi'l, ism or harf. This murakkab is formed only between isms, only between asma. There will be a noun and then there will be a noun describing it. So for instance, in English also we have adjectival phrase, a beautiful girl. Beautiful is the adjective and girl is the noun who's being described. In English, the adjective always comes first and the girl comes second. And they have to be right next to each other. You can't say a beautiful, she went to town girl, right? So it has to be right next to each other. How do I say this in Arabic? In Arabic, a beautiful girl will be bintun jamilatun. So we see that the order is switched. And some people say this makes so much more sense because first you mention the one you want to describe, then you give the description. So I kind of see the wisdom there in what they're saying. So that's how Arabic works. First you give the noun, bintun, then you say what you want to say about it. Jamilatun. Jamila is beautiful. So this is saying a beautiful girl. Bintun jamilatun, a girl, a beautiful. So that's what a sifa mawsoof construction is. Now there are certain rules that we have to inshallah remember. In all of these constructions, we will be numbering a few rules and we should be remembering all of these. Number 1, the noun being described, a mawsoof, or the other term is man'ut, it always has to come first. And the na'at or the sifa, it comes later. So remember, bintun jamilatun. Bintun is mawsoof, the one being described. Jamilatun is its sifa, the description. So they are saying mawsoof first, sifa after. Number 2, sifa and mawsoof have to match in all 4 properties. That's why we took this much time, 6 classes, to understand ism, its 4 properties. We are learning that for a sifa mawsoof construction, they have to match in all 4 properties. So bintun is mu'annath, it is mufrad, it is nakira, and it is marfu', rough status. Let's look at Jamila. Jamila, mu'annath, ends in ta marbuta, mu'annath. Mufrad, talking about one. Nakira, no reason for it to be marifa. And marfu' ends in dhamma, rough status. All properties are matching. This is a sifa mawsoof construction. Number 3, there can be one or multiple adjectives. So there will always be only one mawsoof, but it can have only one adjective or it can have a lot of adjectives. You can add more descriptions for the bint. And lastly, unlike English, sifa and mawsuf do not have to be adjacent to each other. So bintun jamilatun don't have to be right next to each other. Bintun, and then you might have something, some words, and then jamilatun comes later. That can be, that is possible in Arabic. We're going to look at some examples of sifa mawsuf constructions. Al-bayt al-kabira. Al-bayta is mudhakkar ism. It is mufrad, it is ma'rifa, it is mansoob. Al-kabira is matching al-bayta in all of these properties. So this is a sifa mawsoof construction. The big house. Rajulani swalihani. Let's look at the word rajulani. It is muzakkar. It is muthanna. How do I know? Ani ending stands for muthanna. It's a way I know this is muthanna. This is a nakira ism. There's no reason for it to be marifa. I will remember my 7 reasons for when a word becomes marifa. And number 4, its status. Okay, remember to tell the status, first see if the word has an ending. Rajulani has an ending. Which one? Ani. So I go back to my charts, and if I have already memorized it, that's even better. Ani ending stands for rough status. So Rajulani is in rough status. What about Salihani? Salihani is muzakkar. It is muthanna. Ani tells me it's muthanna. It is nakira, and it is also in rough status. I just said Ani stands for rough. So all 4 properties are matching. This is sifa mawsoof. The 2 men, what about them? What is the description? They are pious. So 2 pious or 2 righteous men. Muslimuna, khashi'una, abiduna, ta'ibuna. Remember, the first word is the mawsoof. After it comes the sifa. So we are describing Muslims. Muslimun word is muzakkar. It is a jama muzakkar salim. It is nakira. And what about its status? I look for the ending. There is an ending. It's una. Una is an indication this is in rough status. Khashi'una, abiduna, ta'ibuna. I can slowly figure out all 4 properties, and I will find they match. They are all 4 properties match with Muslimuna. So these are the properties of Muslimun. So they are repenting, worshipping, fearful Muslims. Fearful, worshipping, repenting Muslims. Similarly, if your word is a feminine word, at-tabibat al-mahirati. At-tabibat, it's a mu'annath word. At-tabibat, ati, it's a jama mu'annath salim, so it's a feminine word. It is a jama word, ati, ending is jama. It is a ma'rifa word, there is al. What about its status? For status, I always first look at the ending, not the last haraka. First see if there is an ending. There are 6 endings I look for. Ati is one of them. So yeah, it has the ending. So now I figure out what clue does it give me. Ati is an indicator. This word is either mansoob, nasb status, or it is majroor, jar status. And I can go down the list and find out that al-mahirat is the same 4 properties as at-tabibat. So this is sifa mawsoof, the expert doctors, female doctors. Al-fawzul kabiru, they match in all 4 properties. The big success, the big win, the big victory. Qawlan thaqilan matches all 4 properties. A heavy word. Let's look at this one. Sururun marfu'atun. Sururun, okay, this word is number 1. I'm going to start with the number. This is a plural word. I would not have known that unless I knew the meaning. So inshallah, our vocabulary has to slowly increase. There is a word sarir, which we studied in the book. It means bed. Surur is the plural of sarir. It's a broken plural, jama taksir. Now we have to remember, when we studied mu'annas, there was one category, all plurals of irrational, which meant all plural words which are not humans, all those words are mu'annath. Surur is a jama. It is a jama of an irrational. So this word is mu'annath. This word is mu'annath, it is a jama, it is nakira, and its status is, I look for the ending, no ending. So I look at the last letter, ra. It has tanween dhamma. Dhamma is a sign, this is raf. Marfu'atun. Marfu'ah, ending in ta marbuta, so it is mu'annath. It is singular, mufrad. Marfu'atun, it's a mufrad word. It is nakira and it is also in raf status. So at first glance it will seem that one property is not matching. I said surur is jama, marfu'a is mufrad. And I said for sifa mawsuf all four properties should match. However, this is a sifa mawsuf. So how do I reconcile? There is a strange rule in grammar of Arabic that all the plurals of irrationals, they are treated as if they are a singular word. I did say surur is a plural word. Yes, it is. But when I am using it in a sentence, if I want to use an adjective for it, I will think of surur as a singular word. So the adjective I bring for it, I will use singular. If I wanted to use a pronoun for it, I would use a singular feminine pronoun, hiya. If I wanted to use an ismul ishara for surur, like I want to say, these are beds. So the ismul ishara for feminine, which we haven't done for plural, haulai, we will not use haulai because I'm treating surur as a singular word. So I will say hadhihi sururun. These are beds. So anyway, for now we need to remember that plurals of irrationals are treated as if they are a singular word. That's why the adjective marfu'atun is a singular word. Marfu'a means elevated. Surur are beds, elevated beds. Similar example, suhufam mutahharatan. Suhuf is a broken plural, jama taksir for the word sahifah. Suhuf is a plural word, jama. It is nasb status, no ending, but so I look for the haraka. Nasb status, it has fatha. It is nakira, and it is a mu'annath word. Mu'annath I should remember because I studied that all the plurals of irrational are mu'annath. Mutahharatan is mu'annath, yes. It is singular. It is nakira and it is also nasb. So the only thing that is not matching apparently is that suhuf is jama, mutahhara is mufrad. But I remember my rule in grammar of Arabic. All the plurals of irrationals are treated as if it's a singular word. So I have to bring an adjective which is singular for it to match. Suhufam mutahharatan is sifa mawsuf, purified scrolls.